Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to be making mac and cheese. I know, mac and cheese is pretty damn good. We're not just making any mac and cheese, we're going to be making
the best mac and cheese in the world.
And I can say that because I know it's going to be the best. We're taking normal mac and cheese and we're just putting it up a notch. We're going to make this so damn good. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Cheese, glorious cheese. Let's talk about the cheeses. You want 150 grams of Edam, 200 grams of Gruyere, 250 grams of extra mature cheddar, 200 grams of smoked mozzarella, 250 grams of pizza mozzarella, and 100 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay, so pro tips. For the best mac and cheese, you want to buy blocks of cheese. You don't buy any pre-grated stuff. It will mess up your cheese sauce. Another thing I need to mention is that the smoked mozzarella is completely optional. If you don't want to use smoked mozzarella, just get 450 grams of pizza mozzarella. Pizza mozzarella is basically just mozzarella that isn't as moist, it isn't as wet as kind of the normal mozzarella you might know. Most shops should stock this, if not, I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon, so I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys. Swiftly moving on to our roux sauce. You want 1.5 litres of whole milk, and we're going to infuse this with 3 shallots and 4 cloves of garlic. Chuck that all in a pan, bring it to a boil, and let it sit on the side for around 45 minutes till it's cooled down slightly. While your milk is infusing, we need to get on to grating that unbelievable amount of cheese that I talked about earlier. So grate that on a coarse side of your box grater, chuck that all in a bowl, and combine it all together. You can also cube up your pizza mozzarella so it's ready for later. Once all that's done, your milk should be ready, so strain that off to get all the shallot and garlic out, and then it's time to get on to making the roux. So for the roux, you want to melt 100 grams of butter in a pan till it's lightly melted, and then you want to add to that 100 grams of plain flour, whisking that to form a paste. You want to cook this out for 2 to 3 minutes before adding your milk slowly, bit at a time, while whisking constantly. Add it bit by bit and whisk and
Yada yada yada, so on and so forth, to have a nice smooth roux sauce.
this is going to be the base for our cheese sauce. Once all the milk is incorporated into the butter and flour mix, you want to cook this out for a further 5 to 8 minutes. This is going to cook off the flour so you don't have a raw flour taste in your cheese sauce. Okay, so the bechamel is ready. It is time to add all the grated cheese, just the grated cheese at this stage, not the pizza mozzarella. You want to not whisk this in. I tried to use a whisk because I'm an idiot. You want to get something like a Maurice or a wooden spoon and mix this in while it's on a low heat. Make sure it's on a low heat until you have a
Smooth sauce.
And it should be pretty damn stringy as well. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to move on to our pasta. So get yourself a pan of boiling water and cook whatever pasta you like. You can use macaroni. I use fusilli because I like fusilli. I bought this fresh from a shop. Get whatever pasta you like and cook it to the packet instructions. Okay, so you want to place your pasta into a baking vessel and then cover it with all of your cheese sauce. Get it all on top of there. I've just remembered I didn't tell you how much pasta I used. Use 600 grams of pasta for this recipe. Once all your cheese sauce is on top of the pasta, give it a good mix around, and I mean, you are pretty much done then. Last but not least, we need to add all of that cubed up, diced up, how you want to say it, pizza mozzarella. Give that all a good mix in, and your macaroni cheese is ready for the oven. Woo! So cover your macaroni and cheese with a lid or some tin foil and place it into an oven set to 170 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then after 20 minutes take the lid off and give it a further 20 minutes till you got a nice golden colour on top of your macaroni and cheese. Okay, now by all means, tuck into the mac and cheese, it's ready, that is the recipe done. Or you can follow this next optional step, just to add that little flair onto the final dish. And if you're going to do that, pop down to your butcher's, grab yourself 8 rashers of the best streaky bacon they have, because you're going to cook this under a grill until it is extremely crispy. You want this to be like bacon crisps. Right, so while your bacon is under the grill cooking, you can prepare your chorizo. So I took a whole ring of chorizo and took half of the ring of chorizo, works out about 100 grams. And then I diced this up super tiny little cubes of chorizo. If you want to see the technique on how to do this, just keep watching the video and it's pretty self-explanatory. And voila, it is as easy as that. So into a dry frying pan on a medium to high heat, throw in your chorizo, and we are cooking this till it is completely crispy. This will take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. Just make sure you move it around constantly so the chorizo cooks evenly. If you can, do a little pan toss, do that. If you can't, just use a wooden spoon. Just be patient with this, it takes a little bit of time, but the end result is well worth it. When it is done, it should have quite a dark, reddy brown colour like you're seeing right here. Now, did you hear that? That was the snap from the bacon. That is as crispy as I want it, you see? That will be perfect if you get it that crispy. What you want to do now is take a knife and cut that up into a rough kind of crumb. Add that with your chorizo and give that all a good mix. I'm telling you right now, if you put this on top of the mac and cheese, you are not going to want mac and cheese any other way for the rest of your life. This is a bit of a game changer. So your mac and cheese is out of the oven and it is boiling hot. It is bubbling up. Time to dish it up. Just admire this cheese pool. You just don't need to say anything about that. That is beautiful. Garnish that with your crispy bacon and chorizo, some crispy onions, and a little bit of parsley or chive, whatever floats your boat. And that's it. The ultimate mac and cheese. Okay, there's quite a few ingredients in here for a mac and cheese, but I'm telling you, the taste of this is just out of this world. Well, I know it's out of this world. I'm about to find out.
Wow.
That is... One moment, please. I'm struggling to process words in my mind right now. All those cheeses come together and just... Whew. And that cheese pool, did you see that cheese pool? Oh my god. The crispy bacon and chorizo on top.
Is adding a whole nother
Element.
To the dish. And those crispy onions. You really need to go and make this and try it for yourself, because I can't describe just quite how good this is. I've been eating healthy for the last couple of weeks as well, so this is proper good. Proper good. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, guys. Who knows what we're going to do next week? Got any suggestions? Chuck them down in the comment section and I'll have a look. I'll see you guys next time.